to The Prep Pursuit. I'm Deborah, and I'm an etiquette and image consultant at The Poise Pursuit, where I work with clients around the world to help them increase their confidence and charisma through etiquette and style, personally and professionally. Today's video is all about how to craft the perfect elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is so important as a business professional, whether you're an entrepreneur or you work as a corporate executive, corporate professional, you definitely need an elevator pitch. So today, I'm going to give you some tips on how to craft one. Let's get to it. So what is an elevator pitch? Well, you're probably familiar with the term, but essentially it's a 30-second speech that shares what you do and the value you bring to your company or to your clients. So it's great when you are at a networking event, if you're just talking to someone, when you're out and about, and you never know who or where you can meet your next lead to advance your career. So you just always want to have an elevator pitch ready and be able to share that when you're coming across meeting new people throughout life. So there's 5 questions that you want to consider when you are crafting your elevator pitch. And the first 2 are pretty upfront. Who are you and what do you do? You want to be able to answer those first 2 questions in probably the first 5 or 7 seconds of your elevator pitch. So if you work as a graphic designer, or if you're a real estate agent and you work with different first-time home buyers, whatever it is that you do and whatever job that you have should be the first 2 things in your elevator pitch. So keep that in mind when you are crafting your pitch, and at the end of the video I'll go through how you can apply answering these questions and then create the elevator pitch to have it perfectly down for when you're meeting someone new. So the third question that you want to consider when you're crafting your elevator pitch is what companies or clients do you want to work with? So this is really targeting down what you do to be more specific. You want to give some details. So again, with the real estate agent example, you're a real estate agent and you work with residential clients. What type of residential clients? First-time home buyers. That really defines who it is that you service, and as a realtor, now I know if you can help me or someone else that I may come across. So you want to consider answering that question in your elevator pitch, and that's the third thing to consider when you're crafting your pitch. The fourth question to consider is what makes you different. So what about you, about your work style, about how you interact and how you are working with others sets you apart, makes you different from everyone else. And it could be your approach to how you work, it could be how you apply a certain level of customer service, it could be a number of things. So really think through what makes you different, what sets you apart from other people in the same career field, the same profession. And that's the fourth thing to consider when you're crafting your elevator pitch. And the last question to consider is what are you offering? What's next? What is going to be that hook on the end that would lead someone to respond back? And if they're interested or if they want your services, what can you do next? So for the realtor example, you've defined that you are a residential real estate agent, you're working with first-time home buyers, you have a 24/7 customer service hotline so people can contact you anytime. That's what makes you different. This is just an example. And then to answer the last question of what's next, are you in the market looking for a current home? Or do you know someone in the market, looking for a new home? And that can really guide the conversation after you're done with your pitch, instead of just saying the traditional pitch that is, here's who I am, here's what I do, here's the company I work for, here's the industry I'm in, that's it. So if you ask a question at the end, or if you have an offer, then there's a little bit more of an opportunity to have that dialogue, to have that engagement, that conversation. So think about how you would end your pitch. What is it that you're offering? What's next? What do you want them to do, if anything at all? So it's another consideration, if you are, again, just meeting people out at the dry cleaners, or if you go to networking events, having a hook at the end is a really great way to have that conversation. And that's when things start to blossom, things start to happen, is when people are engaged, they're interested, they're asking questions, and it's not just you sharing information about yourself, but it truly is a conversation where you're able to exchange information. Now, after you have these 5 questions answered, you want to write down the answers. You want to practice your pitch and really condense it down. So if you are able to write down the answers to the questions and then take some time to reflect and create the pitch statement that would be answering all the questions, and it's short and sweet. You might even want to time it to make sure it's not a 60 or 90-second pitch. It's got to be quick. If you're at a networking event, or perhaps maybe, in the line at a store, you don't have a long time to really talk to somebody. So if someone asks you, what do you do? That would be when you're answering them with this pitch, and it should be 20 to 30 seconds, just really fast and a quick overview. But you want to answer all 5 questions. So write down the answers, take some notes, and then take some time to condense it down. Think about how you would phrase it as a quick statement. I'll give you an example. Hi, my name is Deborah, and I'm an online etiquette and image consultant helping clients around the world, busy working professionals, to empower them with confidence and charisma. If you are in the market for a new job, or if you're an entrepreneur ready to take your company to the next level, let me know. So that pitch is an example of what I do. It shares with you how I'm different, what I do, who I help, and it also answers, what's next, at the very end. So when you have that pitch down, you've got that statement written, the next thing you want to do is practice. You don't want to fumble over words. You don't want to forget something. Oh, shoot, I forgot to say something about working with first-time home buyers if I'm a realtor. So having the time to practice and really making sure you rehearse will help you to be more confident and comfortable when you're just talking to people and you're sharing your pitch. Now, you want to practice, of course, in the mirror so that you can see how your facial expression looks when you're sharing your pitch, but also talk to family and friends. Do it with a friend, or maybe both of you can share each other's pitches together and share some feedback. If someone really likes or thinks you can maybe reorder certain parts of the pitch, then it's great to hear from their perspective, because it can give you some fresh ideas to tighten up your pitch. Now, I'll mention one more thing before I go today, and it's that answering these questions is important, but you don't have to answer them in that order. So the questions that I went through that you need to consider to create your perfect elevator pitch should all have answers in the pitch statement that you create, but they don't have to be in that particular order. You can order them however you like. So just do what's comfortable to you, and make sure that it sounds authentically like your voice, like how you regularly talk, and it doesn't sound stuffy or like it's someone else, so that you're comfortable when you're sharing it. Now, I hope that you found these etiquette tips helpful, and if you have not yet subscribed to the Prep Pursuit, please do, because I share new videos every single week on this channel, and you always want to be in the know when I've got something new to share. Thank you for tuning in today. I enjoyed your time, and I look forward to seeing you again in another video. So I'll see you next time. Bye.